Satnam. Hi, I'm so happy to have you here with me and my Peruvian family, part of it anyway. We don't have all of it, but Rocio, Gurutej. I met her the first time that I went to Peru and got to stay with their family, and they're my family. They're part of my family. She and her wonderful husband and her two great sons whom I adore. And we're here going to talk to you about different experiences of Machu Picchu, the Sacred Valley, the jungle, all of those amazing things, and invite you to come be with me, with us in Peru this year and take this journey into the vastness of you. So, how I first got to Machu Picchu was grace, really. Somebody found me online, her budget, and she was buying my products, and she invited me to come, and that got me there, and it got me hooked. I love Peru. I love the feeling, and I will tell you that there's definite truth about the fact that the Kundalini has traveled from Tibetan India to the Andes in Peru and Chile. And I will tell you even more than that, the Incas knew about this when they placed themselves in these spots. They're incredible. To me, it's like the veils between worlds is very, very thin there. And if you ever wanted to have an experience that was feeding the depth of you, this is one of those. It really is. And we sometimes think about, oh, yes, we travel from here to there, we do this, we do that. But it's embracing the unknown so that it can activate the unknown in you. It can activate your creativity. It can activate your connectivity. And to me, that's what this is, all of the sacred sites. So we just want to talk a little bit about the sacred sites, right?
Right.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to say the site, and then we're just going to both have input, which is very different from each other on the sites, and yours will be different still, but we're hoping you're going to be there with us to have input on it. All right, so Tipon. You talk about Tipon a little bit because it's...
Okay, Tipon is in Cusco, and it's one of the pre-Inca sites that you can visit when you're there. As I was talking to Gurutej earlier, it's very interesting and very transforming to be actually in the place because these sites were built and taught by the Incas and the pre-Incas in order to be in harmony with the region, with the whole territory where they were settling. So when you get there and you place yourself, your body and your mind and your soul in these places, you really get to feel they were places that were really chosen, not just happened. They were really chosen.
She was saying strategically. They politically chose them. They chose them for protection, but...
Sacredly chose them.
Yes, and so Tipon is the water temple. So these aqueducts are just... You cannot believe. It makes you feel like, okay, we judge cultures that have come before us as, let's say a little bit less than, or not as intelligent or creative. You see these and you're like, okay. I was like, why don't we have these in Los Angeles? All our pipes are giving out on us, and we don't have these. Yeah. But the frequency, to me, of Tipon was just wonderful. And it's very quiet. There's not that many people there. So we got to do meditations there, and it was just incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, also being there, with the running water, it's alive.
It's alive. It's alive. Very alive. Very alive. All of them are very alive. Morai. Oh, Morai. I have to say Morai is one of my all-time favorite places.
Me too.
And yeah, they're 3 concentric circles, right? And they tell you, they planted crops on them and they took them up every year. And I said to our guide, Benjamin, whom I love and who you will get to be with, okay, so what else did they do here? Because there was a much bigger thing than just
it's like
crops.
like an arena.
Yes.
Like, like concentric circles going down.
Into an arena. It is. It's arenic. But it's, you know that they were using that spiral energy. And there's 3 of them, and one of them gets a lot of people because it's almost completely done. The other 2, it's us and the shamans that are doing ceremonies and praying and meditating and getting to experience that energy there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've always had great luck at getting one to ourselves.
And you know, even if you don't have the shaman and you just go there by yourself.
Oh, we didn't have a shaman.
Or you don't have like a spiritual guide or anything, when you place yourself there, you can feel that it's the relationship between your human size or your, you know, the how much you occupy of this world as in put in this place. Gives you a sense of being, a sense of
that you're part of the whole thing.
Yeah, being part
that you're really part of. You get it. Last time we laid down with our heads. We got there really early, and somebody laid down, and then we just all laid down with our heads facing into the circle, and all of the people that were working on the grounds stopped immediately working and let us have that time. It just became totally silent to let us have that time to experience that. They realized that we were there for a sacred reason, and they just, you know, stopped what they were doing so we could have that. So it's really great.
Tell us about the jungle.
Oh, I don't know anything about the jungle, but I'm so excited to go there this time. Why do you want to
go?
Why do I want to go? Because I've always wanted to go to the Amazon. But yesterday, Rocio showed me pictures of the birds. Oh, my God. They're so gorgeous, and there's so many of them, and it was like bird paradise. You know, I was like, oh my goodness. And the fact that you get to like walk up on these, you know, ways that are up in the trees and
canopy walks.
Yeah, so she's going to talk about the jungle, because I haven't been there as of yet. Next time I can talk to you about the jungle.
Okay. I think one of the things that I like most, or that impressed me most, and I could do nothing about it, was how I actually felt when I got there, my energy. I was really touched by this place, and I think when we come from the city, we are going really fast, and when you go into one of these environments, that changes. It inevitably changes, and it took me like 2 or 3 days actually to be able to tune to the jungle energy, and that was one thing. Then the other thing that I really liked was being there and being able to listen to all the sounds, and just, you know, let me go through or experience the sounds without the fear of thinking, where is this coming from, or what might this be, or what's going to happen, and just let me be inside the jungle and experience the sounds.
A sound bath.
Really,
right?
It's really intense. The sounds are really intense. The monkeys, the macaws, the birds, the crickets, it's huge. And when it rains, the sounds change. It's so beautiful. And then in the morning, there's different sounds. In the afternoon, there's different sounds. Yeah.
And you know what's so great is that that's going to be at the end of our trip. So we will have had time in the Sacred Valley to really attune to everything. So when we get in there, we're not going to be like slamming into the jungle, right? We're going to not go from the city or whatever your life is into the jungle. We're going to walk slowly so that by the time we get there, we will go, give me the sound bath, right? I want that sound bath. Yeah. I'm ready for that sound bath. So.
Yeah. And I also loved meditating in the early time in the morning. It's really a special experience.
Yay, because we're going to do a lot of meditation, and we're going to do yoga, and we're going to do sacred ceremonies. We've actually always taken prayer paper, which is rice paper that disintegrates, but we put prayers in the wall in Machu Picchu. We write them down, prayers for the self, prayers for your family, and prayers for the world. So I'm inviting you to come on this trip with us. It's going to be magical and amazing. April 13th to the 22nd, 2015. Go to my site, gurutej.com, and click on the middle link that says workshops. That's GURUTEJ.com. Click on that middle link, and you get to be with us. Say yes to yourself, your consciousness, and the joy of making the unknown known.
Waheguru.
Waheguru. Satnam.
Satnam.